All right, Tommy Davidson, incredible comedian, incredible individual coming to Orlando. This is Tiffany Brown with News 6 in Orlando. So glad that you're with us. Let's get right to the man, the legend, the entertainer, the guy who has been making us laugh for decades, Tommy Davidson. Thank you so much for just taking the time today to spend some time with us, to talk to us, to give us a little background on you and tell us all about your upcoming show. Really appreciate it. How are you today?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. Couldn't do better. It is after the holidays. Everybody's doing good. This country is very fortunate to have all of the resources that we have to have such a fruitful season. I'm telling you, from just traveling around the world and seeing what's out there, man, we're lucky.
Where are you at right now?
Orlando, I'm in Warnersville, Pennsylvania. It's
Oh,
Amish
very
country.
cool.
Yeah, Amish country. Yeah, Amish and Quaker country.
I'm familiar.
I
I've
bought a
spent some time
yeah.
out there, so it's definitely got
Yes.
some interesting bits. Are you doing a show out there as well, or what brought you to Amish
No,
country?
no, no. I bought a property up here. Up here to have, and to go and spend time like this when I have time to myself because it's
Is
so beautiful up here.
is that where you spent the holidays?
Yeah.
That is awesome. Who did you spend it with? Did you get together with family, friends? Did you take some relaxing time for yourself? I know you're a busy guy. What did the holidays look like for you?
I'm not getting away from my kids, man. No matter what, how hard I try. You know, if my family's been with me, my wife, my baby, 2 year old, my 17-year old, my 13-year old. The rest of them are back in LA, but I saw them before I left. Um, I watched a lot of Swiss Family Robinson and a lot of Brady Bunch and a lot of even though they have problems and a lot of Eight is Enough. I watched too much family stuff, and I wanted a lot of kids, so I have them,
So what's the
and
count?
it's a
You said you have a
blast.
2-year-old all the way up to later teens. How
35.
many?
35. So 35, 34, 30, 26, 17, 13, 2.
I think I lost count. Was that 5 or 6?
That was 7.
Okay. What's it like having that big of a spread? I mean, a 2-year-old. I have a 4-year-old. I know that can be challenging. I am probably a little closer in age to your oldest, so I know what that's like with the family dynamic as well. But that's a big spread. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's what I always wanted. Just coming from the background that I come from, being abandoned as an infant and raised the way I was raised, and just you know, ultimately, I'm just a love machine. You know what I mean? I just love love. So I have it. I surrounded myself with it, and with the adding of comedy, I never really get that down. You go through ups and downs in life, but it's preventing me from going down, down, down. Because everywhere I go, someone's coming right in my face, going, "Would you take a picture with my grandmother?" You know, it's just like I get to meet the most wonderful people. It's not like I work at baggage at the airport, where the first thing I do in the morning is like, "Where's my bag?" The first thing that happens to me is someone goes, "Wow, you thanks for helping my family with the laughter, man." You know.
Absolutely. Laughter is some of the best medicine. And you've been making people laugh for a very long time. You've talked about, I mean, even just mentioning some of the things that have happened in your life from, you know, being abandoned as a child to, making it a priority to make love the focus in your life with seven kids. And that must be incredibly rewarding. But tell me about how all of these details, the ups, the downs, come into the stage, into your show, what you're bringing. I mean, you're coming to the Orlando Improv, the 5th and the
Mhm.
6th. How are some of these details of your life working their way into your comedy, and what can people expect?
Let's see. This have been going there for probably about 15 years. Krista, hi over there. John Chariando and family, hi over there. That's my Italian family over in
They are
Orlando,
great.
and,
They're
and
seriously
yeah,
some
yeah,
wonderful folks over there.
yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh, so what I bring to it is probably everything that's there and that's in me. Like I bring a Caribe vibe, So that's the Latinos from the Dominican Republic, Cuba, Puerto Rico. You can't pass it. If it's Orlando, you're Puerto Rican, you're Dominican, you're Cuban. Hey, even Colombian and Venezuela now, and Argentina. I'm not going to get into it. I watch a lot of Spanish TV because my kids are half Cuban too. One of the troops. I mean, a couple of the troops. So it's just one of my land bases. I talk about Telemundo and Univision, and when it comes to that, and then being African American, being black, that brings that experience to it. Hey, and then being white, I bring the rainbow to the damn thing. Okay, I bring everybody into one place. And I'm a happy bomb. Put it that way.
Listen, I agree with you. You are a happy bomb. You are always making me laugh, but always coming across as like super duper silly, very high energy. How are you keeping the energy up? Because that's a lot of traveling. That's a lot of time on the road. I don't know how you're able to like keep it on for so long.
Me either. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. No, I really have a huge desire to create. And why I'm here on Earth. I know my purpose, and my purpose is to instill a sense of purpose in others, no matter what that may be. And that's a tough thing to do, because we're out here, you get adult, you're an earner. As a child, you're learning and you're adding stuff to yourself. But man, when the light goes on, that you know what you want to do, the rest of the universe kind of carries you through that. And there's a lot of pieces out here that become one piece, really.
I am so impressed with just your mission statement in life. You know what I mean? It seems like you've taken it seriously. It seems like something that you're really passionate about, but somehow you're marrying that with comedy. How does that work?
It's one of those things where, okay, when I'm looking at the way things are right now, with the satellites in the sky and the billionaires scaring us to death. The artificial intelligence is coming. You're just warning us that we're going to have less jobs because you're trying to have them come in and scare us any old ways. You know, with all of that going on, how are we going to stay balanced? You know, if the satellite goes out, you're going to have to actually deal with each other. Thank God I come from generations back that are used to dealing with people on people. But that balance has somehow got to come now. And I'm one of the people that is able to transmit that to a live audience. To a live audience. So you can actually come and see me and hear me without a commercial interrupting the experience. Because our world now is in the palm of our hands, the phone. So if I want to listen to something like a song that I heard or there's a podcast that I know about, as soon as I open the phone, it's like, broccoli can help you have sex for 1,000,000 years at one time. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yes.
what? You know what I mean? So coming down off of that, there for me has to be a balance, and I think I'm offering that in my rhetoric, in being able to communicate that, and that's comedy. That is comedy. You know, there's cancel. What is it? Cancel culture.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
So yeah, we're gonna come and get you. We're gonna get you. We're gonna. What did you say? We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. And what I've observed is that over the last 15 years, comedy hasn't been based on a laugh. Comedy is based on the sound ooh, ay ay ay, and not based on oh my god, oh that is so crazy, you know. And that's, to me, the difference with my comedy. How are you gonna cancel culture when I am, and everybody needs it?
Yeah.
Everybody's different, you know, and one small group doesn't have the monopoly on attacking another group just because they've been hurt, because we all have.
And I think you're familiar with that in a way that a lot of people are not. I think when people take some time to get to know your story and who you are and what your background is, they'll be able to see that you have a connection to different cultures and different people groups and that you are, speaking
I
from a
love
place of
that.
experience.
I love that, man. People groups, yeah, yeah. And how are you going to pass an experience on? When you're on the attack, you know, transmit your communication. You know what I mean? Transmit your message. This is who we are. This is how we're related to you, and this is how we feel about you. How we feel about you is loving and caring, and how we really feel is we want to feel like you.
You're deep.
You see what I mean?
You are. You really are.
That's
You've,
that's that's a whole lot better. That's a whole lot better than say something and you're to the dungeon. You
you
know,
know, I feel you on
it's
that.
been yeah
That's a
yeah it's
scary
been
place to
it's
try
been
and be funny.
hey it's that type of behavior has been here longer than we have really. You can take that to the dark ages and back. But we're not there. One of the interesting things I loved about Frankenstein was the monster didn't do anything. He wasn't wrong. The monster was minding his business. It was the doctor, and it's his name. They named the monster Frankenstein. No, it was this batty dude that said, I'm gonna bring a dead body up." Somehow the brain got cut. He put it in anyway. But this was the most loving creature in the world, and it didn't want to harm anybody. It loved flowers and children, and the town wanted it dead because it looked different than them.
I hear where you're
Uh,
going. I do. I think a lot of what you're saying is that it's the outside that tries to mold the perception instead of the interior of who somebody is that is being really looked at and investigated and felt. Whereas it's a lot of judgment instead
yeah.
of taking in who they're dealing with. A lot of
Oh yeah.
being told instead of being experienced.
Right. And I don't blame the town people because they've never seen anybody green. You know what I mean? But if we can see this world and see the effects of green on us and what green has done to us, we'll kind of probably get it. You know?
Yeah. So, if we can get one thing that may be a little bit lighter. Okay. We've talked about you traveling a lot.
Did I
We've
go
talked.
hard? Did I go hard right there? Did I go hard right
No.
there?
You're good. I wanted to end it with something a little light. I know you're a busy guy. You're trying to enjoy the vibes of Amish Town, Pennsylvania. So I don't want to keep you from that because I can see out your window a
That's
little
what's
bit.
bringing. That's what's bringing it out of me. Yeah.
Some reflection time. I hear you on that.
Right. Right. Right.
Being amongst the trees and nature, I can see a little bit of that there in the background. It must
Hold
be
on.
a good place to be.
Hold on. Well, essentially, really, it's probably the Native American spirit that's got me rolling here. But go ahead.
Are you native?
I am half.
Ah,
Yeah.
what tribe?
Choctaw, Alabama, Mississippi.
Ah, I am also Choctaw,
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Um, it's it's a
It's that area.
interesting thing to be learning about the culture and to be kind of growing in my understanding of the history and trying to bring that to my kid, especially
Yeah.
around Thanksgiving. That just passed not too long ago. It was a
We want you on stage. And on stage with me in Orlando, my opener.
oh, I accept. But tell me what it's like. What is it like coming to Orlando, coming to all these cities? Like, what are you actually doing while you're here?
Eating. Okay. It's the international city of Florida. Nobody knows that. It's got so much different food. I think it's because of Disney World. It's almost like being in New York City, but not. The weather's nice all the time. I really love the fact that there's just all these different type of people there, and they're getting along for the most part that I can see, and it works. Every state different, every city different. What's different about Orlando is that there's a lot of people that are different there, and then the schools make it really interesting. It's just not really void of a lot of, it's not really void of a lot of anything. I just like that it's plentiful culturally, and that I can just do my, my material falls easy on those ears. In different parts of the country, I don't have to work harder, but I have to think harder about how I'm going to get my message across, which is just we're all the same, you know.
So do you get to get out and do anything fun while you're in town? Are you hitting the theme parks? Are you going anywhere fancy? Favorite restaurants?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to get that done. We like to go to the movies there. Got some cool movies like the high-end VIP movies where you can sit there and eat like a lot of food and just kind of lean back, you know. I have some really great musicians there that I love that have worked on my albums and work on my music over time. I'm now a smooth jazz artist as well
I
as a
love that.
comedian, as an actor, as a writer, as a producer, and as an author. I'm now a smooth jazz artist, and it's going really, really well. I had a successful year and launch. One of my singles was on Watercolors, which is the top streaming of smooth jazz in the world. I got
That's
it
huge.
with my yeah with my song Kid Zero, and it's just going good. I have a recent release, Lausanne, with a brilliant trumpeter named Patrick Stewart that's doing well. I work with some great artists, Dave Kaz. It's just going good, and some of those musicians are actually in Orlando, and some great musicians are there as well.
Huh. Well, I'll have to shoot an email and see if you can turn me on to some of those folks. Because I tell you what, if they're stepping out into that kind of music and they're doing it with you, then they deserve a little attention too. I want to just thank you for your time, for taking out, a good chunk
We're
of time
done.
for us today. No, we're not done. We do need to let the people know that you're going to be here Friday, January 5th, Saturday, January 6th, that you have two shows both nights, and that they can come on out to Orlando Improv and let you tickle their funny bone a little bit.
Thank you very much, and I will be there, and I'm excited about it too.
And we're excited about it as well. We really appreciate that you've made Orlando part of your stop and that you're going to be sharing some of your stories and definitely bringing a lot of laughter to the crowd.
Well, I think that President Obama, former President-elect Obama, would say Orlando is a hosh posh. Is that a word? Of different cultures, and when Tommy comes there, he's going to stir the pot. Trust me. Anyway,
Glad to have a presidential endorsement.
I'm glad you helped me with that bit I just did. Thank you.
Listen, we've got a very important intersection here, our I-4 corridor, that has a lot of influence in the presidential race. So having that kind of endorsement could get you pretty far, or not. Just
That's
depends
right.
on who the voter is, I guess.
Wow. Well, we will not go there, but that was good. That was
Well,
good. Sister got a political sense. Hey, I'm done. I'm done.
thank you. I really appreciate your time. I seriously do. And have so much fun when you're here.
Thank you. And don't forget my book,
Oh,
Living in Color.
Living in Color.
Living
People
in
need to
Color.
stop and get the
Tommy
book.
Davidson. Yeah. Yeah. Because you can stop and you can really think and read about the things I talked about. And you can really have a chance to kind of marinate on them. I wrote the book I wrote the book for the reader to learn and to add to themselves whatever's there for them. It's like a salad. I just push it towards them and go, hey, bon appetit, happy life for you.
Take what you need.
Hmm.
I love it. What else? Is there anything else? I know we've got the musician, we've got the comedian, the author. Is there anything else I didn't hit on?
I think we did pretty well. We did pretty well. I got some up and coming projects with Martin, for television. I've got my own company with my own films and my own TV series coming up. But most of all, I got now, and like Sonny and Cher say, I got you, babe.
Well, I got you, babe. Thank you so much for. Oh, I'm not going to sing. That's not going to keep you in a happy mood.
I was waiting. I was
Oh, oh,
waiting.
oh, listen, it's bad. We
I
did
thought I
karaoke for
thought you were gonna
Christmas.
kick in.
That is not what
I
you
thought you were
want.
gonna kick in.
I'm going to leave that to you.
All right.
Oh, enjoy Amish Country until we see you down here in the Sunshine State.
All right. Thank you, and have a beautiful day. Okay.
Thank you. You as well. Such a pleasure.
All right. Hug that baby for me.
Oh, absolutely. Will do. Right back at you.